Being a Bolton fan is very, very difficult at times, especially when we have a appalling manager by the name of, well, Parky for short. He's not very good. He plays a player who's a bit of a prat in the team constantly, and when he does that, we always lose. Funnily enough, he's also got a striker on the bench that only ever scores when he's playing games constantly instead of being brought on as a sub. But he doesn't realise that because he's obviously not very clever as a manager. Yes, our manager is the best manager on earth. He's absolutely fab. He has a plan B, C, D, E, F, all the way up to Z. And he plays fabulous football. You know, he doesn't do this just hoof it up. Yes, as you can tell right now, I'm being very, very sarcastic. Does our manager not understand that we need to score some goals? In order to do that, we have to have players on the pitch that can score goals. So, Alf is on the bench, of course. And he plays up front, one player. He plays Gary Medine up front, who, let's be honest, couldn't score in a brothel. Well, let's be honest, he probably has. But hey, that's by the by, it doesn't really matter. But the fact is, we can't score. And we're conceding still. God, when you're on YouTube, you try and be energetic. Do you know what? I cannot be energetic about Bolton because we're fucked. We're shit. And we're going straight back down to League One. And it's fucking disgraceful. What's really irritated me is that Ken Anderson has said in the press that, you know, we should all back Parky and blah blah blah. How can you back somebody who can't even have more than a plan A? And his plan A isn't even very good. He just can't. He's a very stubborn manager. In fact, Bradford City fans have been on to me and said that he's a very stubborn manager. And actually, they're glad they're rid of him. And I wish we were rid of him. In fact, right now, I'd happily sell him for nothing. Go on, bye, Parky, bye. But it's not going to happen. In fact, what even makes it worse, today, in today's Bolton news, what have they said? They've said that Eddie Davis has said that Parky is the right man for the job. Well, he knows because he had lots of managers underneath him that he never chose. He got that Muppet guard side to choose for him. And look at all the choices he made. And he put Garside in charge. So what does he know? Absolutely nothing. Eddie, you had your time with us, but there's no loyalty in football. So guess what? Do one, fuck off. We don't really fucking care what you've got to say. Period. And that's not just me that says that. There's a lot of people online saying that as well right now. So just so you know, it's not just me, it's everybody. You know what, if you're a true Bolton fan, you wouldn't have almost put it in administration. Oh, we just lost all your money. None of us really know what's really gone on. I wish we did. But again, that was all silent, so we don't know. Like everything else, none of us get told. So we have no idea, we make assumptions, and it hurts us as a club. So, what should really happen after tonight? Well, after tonight, Phil Parkinson, if he was a decent human being, would resign and say, I can't do this because I'm not good enough at this level. But let's be honest, no manager in their right mind is going to go, I'm going to resign. Because if you resign, it means you walk away with no money. If you get sacked, it's in your contract, you get paid. So he's not going to walk away. And the problem is, we've got no money to actually get rid of him. We really haven't. Or if we had, why have we not got rid of him already? He should never have been given a new contract. That's the reality of things. And where are all these free players that could come in and make a difference? Well, we've got one so far, Carl Henry. And although he's probably better than said wonder captain, that's not really saying very much. In fact, there is an article online tonight, in fact, on Twitter, And it says, West Brom fans, you've had a really lucky escape. Carl Henry is signed for Bolton and not signed for West Brom. Hooray! Yeah, that really installs you with confidence that he's going to make so much of a difference. I was also reading the stat, actually, and this goes back to tonight's game, that there was only 64% of pass completion. You know what? All these players get paid decent money, much more money than the average person on the street, and yet they can't even pass the ball to each other. Is it because they're not being drilled to pass balls to each other? Is it because they're only just being drilled to kick it up the field and hope that Gary Redine manages to keep hold of the ball and pass it to somebody when he's left all there on his own? It's not Medine's fault that he can't score goals on his own. There's lots of other reasons behind it. It's the setup of the team, as well as other things. Us Bolton fans are beginning to really lose patience. And I understand that people will say, oh, we've got to stick together and we've got to let Pat, we've got to be loyal to him. No, we haven't got to be loyal. The only team that I've ever known that have been loyal to somebody and it's worked out was Manchester United. And that didn't work out for nearly 5 years or something like that with Fergie. We're going to do that with Paddington, because if we do want to do that, we're going to be in conference. It just isn't going to work. There is no loyalty in football. Ken Anderson, if you're listening, do us all a favour and get rid of the Muppet and bring somebody in. And if you can't afford to get rid of him, do what Bolton did with Gary Megson. Put him on fucking gardening leave. And at least it's not one big expense that you have to pay it straight away. It's just a wage you're going to have to pay out, so you're going to have to not be able to bring a player in. But at least you might be able to get a manager in who can motivate these players for one, and to organise them properly, and who has more than an A, B and C. Although Parky hasn't got a B and C, so I don't know, I just said that. But you know what I mean. Right, this is my rant over. If you did like my video, which is not particularly energetic, it's late at night, we're talking about Bolton, and we're losing constantly, so why are you going to be energetic? Then give it a like anyway. If you didn't like it and you if you have rose-tinted glasses and think everything's glass half full, then you're probably not the right person to be watching this video. And if you think Parky is the bee's knees, then you think that. It's just the majority of the world think otherwise. And even better than that, if you did like it, give it a subscribe please. My subscriber numbers are going up, so come on, be another one. And even better than that, share, and then lots of people get to watch me as well. Me, specky 4 eyes, fat fucker, but at least I've got a voice. Here is another video done. Come on you white men, we are the one and only Wanderers. Come on. Sack him. Bye.